Hey, welcome to Meditation Monday. My name is Rev Rich. And as always, I'm grateful for you being here. Again, we took a week off, so don't panic if you didn't miss the videos last week. I was in a 3-day conference plus preparations with the ministerial school I graduated from, which is the Unity Urban Ministerial School. And if anyone on the committee is watching, shout out to you guys. We put in a lot of work, and I think we did a great success. So, I want to thank you for your support as much as you guys have thanked me for mine. And if anybody is watching this as part of that Urban Ministerial School, we'll have some highlights up soon. But it was a great time to be had. And that brings me to our meditation today, because we've been talking about gratitude all week, and we have Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday. And what I wanted to touch on today is the word grace. And it came to me yesterday in our daily word. And if you don't know what the daily word is, you can go to dailyword.org. And it's a Unity publication where it has it has inspiration, it has an affirmative prayer, an affirmation, the word of the day, all which are tools, even a biblical scripture, all the tools that anybody in any faith can use for that day, whether for meditation, for prayer, doesn't matter. Feel free to go online to dailyword.org. Some people can order the magazine. I have the digital version. Now, I want to take it a step further, because if anyone knows me, I love metaphysics. And Reverend Paul Hasselback is the author of our metaphysical books at Unity, and I love them to death because it truly took me to a new place. And he does what's called the absolute word. So he takes the daily word and takes it to a point where we truly internalize it for ourselves. Now, for the last week or so, I've had some challenges. I've had some great news. And life is like waves. It's just constantly like waves. And I heard something today which I thought was kind of cool. It's like we can either ride the wave and fall and sink, or we can learn to surf the waves. And that's where we're at today, is when we talk about grace. So my meditation today is going to focus on grace for ourselves, especially in times of challenge. And again, with the holiday season coming up, we know there's a lot of people, we've lost people in our lives, we've lost friends, both live and transitioned, where we start to feel that holiday blues, as they say. So I want to use this time because we want to know to be gentle with ourselves, to actually have this grace within us when life feels off-putting or off track. So let us begin with that. So let's just take a couple of deep breaths in. We'll take 3 in total, deep breaths into your diaphragm. Feel your diaphragm rise. And as you breathe out, feel it fall and you sinking into more of a relaxed state. And again, breathing in and out. Let's go ahead and return to your breath. And if you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. If not, a soft gaze down while I do the reading and the meditation for you. So today we're going to use the absolute word for November 21st, 2020. And the word is grace. So let's just breathe in on that word. How do you feel? How does it make you feel as you continue to focus on the word grace? Another deep breath in. And our affirmation is, I choose grace regardless of circumstances. And I'll repeat that. I choose grace regardless of circumstances. Let's just breathe in. And today, let's repeat with each other, I choose grace regardless of circumstances. Let's breathe in again. Let's repeat together, I choose grace regardless of circumstances. One more time. And lastly, I choose grace regardless of circumstances. Let's just return back to a very simple breathing. And I ask you to just listen and let it sink in as you continue to breath. The principles of love, benevolence, and generosity are the very foundation of grace. Grace is a way to be, to see, and live. It is the ability to change my mind when immersed in error thinking. Grace is not special a special act of God when I think I least deserve it. It is a choice I make from the awareness of divinity. Grace, the quiet whisper of a word of support. It is in the tenderness of a simple touch. It is mine to give and mine to receive. Grace is what I offer another at the very moment I think they deserve a sharp rebuke or something worse. Grace is something I give myself at the very moment I think I least deserve it. Grace is compassion in action. Again, our affirmation. I choose grace regardless of circumstances. So let us just take a moment and breathe. And let's just find that state of grace within ourselves. And if thoughts arise, just let them go. Just share that grace, a smile with yourself, knowing that you are grateful for being alive, and that's where our thoughts come from. But we want to enter into the gaps between the thoughts. Let's just breathe. Let us know that we are one with this wonderful feeling of grace. There are a lot of religious and more traditional religious songs, or more modern traditional religious songs, which remind you that grace knows your name. Here we say that grace is who we are. And when life throws us obstacles, when we find those challenges, we know that in this state of grace, we can find a peaceful outcome, a spiritual outcome. When we feel that someone has done us wrong, we can use grace to release them. But more importantly, release the power of the emotion that comes up from what happened. And we release it in a state of grace. And when we are in this state of grace, we tend to listen and know that all is right, that all is in divine order. Life is not all rainbows and unicorn. For we know that it is through the rain that we see the rainbow. And it is after the breakdowns that we have our breakthroughs. And we settle in grace. And we affirm this for ourselves as we know it is, and we say it is, and so it is, and we let it be. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take a deep breath in and release. When you feel so moved, open your eyes. And as always, remember to subscribe and like, share, and look forward to Wednesday as we talk about gratitude when forgiveness feels that it's not an option. And as always, if no one else has told you, I love you, and we will see each other on Wednesday.